Please welcome Rob Corddry. Welcome back to the show.
Very nice.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I see you got your Obama tan suit on.
I got my Obama. You had to explain that to me backstage. I didn't know he had the gall to wear a tan suit.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I saw Rob backstage and I was like, oh, you got the tan suit. And he's like, the tan suit? I was like, yeah, the Obama tan suit. And he's like, what was it? I was like, the biggest scandal of all time.
I was like, Trevor, I'm wearing a fantastic summer suit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Obama made this mistake once.
That's not presidential.
And that's how we got Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations on everything you're doing. Let's chat first about Ballers coming back season 4.
Yeah.
Really popular show.
Thank you. Yeah.
I won't lie, when I watched the first season of Ballers, I was like, oh, like, how much sports are they going to do? How deep are they going to go? But now the show has really become about your relationship.
It's about me, is what you're saying.
It's your relationship with Dwayne Johnson's character. And it's like, it's two guys really just struggling in the most glamorous world ever. Because I've never seen two more rich, broke people in a show ever. Like, every episode, it's like, debt. How do we pay the debt?
I know.
How are we paying the money? We've got more debt.
It's so funny you mentioned that because every time I have a line like that, I'm always like, wait, my character must make a good salary. Like, am I really that bad off?
Yeah, I like you jump out of a Ferrari and you'll be like, man, we have to pay back the loan. We're not doing well.
I have a Ferrari and a Land Rover. Yeah. It's like, I'm doing okay.
No, you're in massive debt, Rob.
Compared to like the football players, I guess.
Who are also in massive debt in some of the
They're all in
storylines.
massive debt.
That's what I like about Ballers. I feel like it's a very realistic show. It's like, this is the glamour of America.
It's a
and
very realistic
debt.
show.
Rampant
That's right.
Debt. What have you loved most about seeing the character grow in the show and the show as it's evolved? Because now you moved from Miami to LA, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the best part, right? Because it's such a fun show to work on. The only, and with all apologies, all due respect to our friends in Miami, it was hard to shoot there, you know, because I live in LA, my family is in LA, I am 47, so if you're not 20 or 85, there's not a lot going on for you in Miami. So what I would literally do, this is not a lie, I would leave work and I would go back to the place I was renting and do jigsaw puzzles in my underwear. And if it couldn't get worse, drink white wine. A sensible white wine. So that was, we did then we were in LA for season 3, and then now, but we pretended it was Miami.
Yes.
Like a lot of green screens.
Yes.
Now we just dropped all pretense.
You were just like, we're just going to Miami
LA. Who cares?
Do you feel like you could be a sports agent with all the sports agency stuff you talked about?
Why, you looking for representation, or?
Well, I mean, I'm
yeah, I mean, you're pretty
badass at
right?
badminton. I'm really good.
Yeah, you play mitten?
I was really good.
Yeah, we might be looking for a couple guys.
I rocked the shuttlecock
fill our
hard.
stable.
Yeah, I was really good. I was just like, and then the sport just like disappeared from my life.
Yeah, sorry. You should get back. There's places you can play.
It's hard to find pickup games, though. Like
you don't find
Trevor
people
Noah
like in the
showing up
at your pickup badminton game. Like, a dude from the show. He brought his own racket.
That's how I roll. Custom-made racket to the badminton game. Let's talk about the movie. You have a new movie coming out.
Dog Days.
Yes. Which is a really great movie because it speaks to my experience of what I've learned in America, and that is, it is easier to meet people if you meet them through their dogs.
Yeah.
That's really what this movie's about.
I guess you're right? I mean, like, I actually never thought about it that way, but in college, everybody was like, dude, you either need to play guitar, have a hacky sack, or have a dog.
Right.
Or you're not gonna meet ladies.
Right.
And I had none of those things.
Right, I'm glad you didn't have the hacky sack or the...
No. No, I had nothing. Do
you have a dog now?
No, Mike, I don't. You know, only because I have children. Which are like dogs that can talk. You know? Dogs that can reason with you. It's just so much work. And also, like, my youngest daughter's allergic to everything.
Right.
And so it's a good excuse not to get one. I'd take one, though, if you were giving me one right now as a surprise.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Oh, my gosh. You pull out a
Why would I
huge
have a dog
Great
under my
Dane.
desk? You guys are waiting for a dog? I'm gonna put a dog out under my desk? What do you think this is?
No one's ever done that.
What do you think this is?
No one's ever done that.
Yeah, but it's a really cool. It's a rom-com about people meeting each other, like using their dogs.
Yeah.
And I lived in LA for a little bit, and that's what I found. Even in New York, don't talk to people.
Totally.
You talk to the dogs. You
Talk
meet
to
someone
the
in the
dog.
street, you go like, "Hey, little guy."
What's your
and
dog
the
voice?
That's what I do. I go like, "Hey,
little guy.
You always go
Hey,
high
little
pitch.
guy.
You always go
Yeah.
high pitch. Like I remember
this one.
in my building. Oh, that's
I
cute.
do this dog.
I like that.
voice.
That's a nice dog
Yeah,
voice.
it's not a bad dog.
Mine is non-threatening up voice.
Yeah.
Mine is a real.
Hey, little guy.
We're both betas.
Yeah,
so.
I go with that. I go with that voice. Oh, what are you doing today? I had a
I'm pretty
conversation
good.
once
How are you?
with my neighbor, and she wouldn't, like, my neighbor in my building would not speak to me every time in the elevator. And then one day I just cracked and I looked at the dog, and then I was just like, "What are you guys doing today?" I think I was just defeated.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, we going for a walk?" And when I
You
watched the
cracked the
movie,
code.
yeah, when I watched the movie, I was like, "This is basically it."
Yeah.
This is so you need to get a dog.
No,
now.
I don't. I don't want to talk to more people. I got enough people in my life. I want to shrink my world, not get it bigger. I'm not taking applications.
Well, in that case, get a hacky sack.
I'll pull a muscle.
Dude, thank you so much for being on the show.
Always a pleasure, man.
Dog Days will be in theaters August 8th, and season 4 of Ballers premieres August 12th on HBO. Rob Corddry, everybody!